So I went for exercise science.
Okay.
But when I had the injury, I decided to switch into fashion merchandising.
Really?
So completely flipped my major. Yeah. And when I graduated from Ashland, I wanted to be in design. So I worked at Express Home Office.
What was that like?
It was good. I liked it a lot. I really got to exercise the creative side of my brain, and I really enjoyed it. But right after I graduated from college, my cousin was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh.
And she was a monumental figure in my life. And I felt kind of frustrated that I had left going to school for exercise science and being super passionate about health and wellness. I felt frustrated that I didn't really understand what her diagnosis was. So as you can imagine, I felt like I needed to do a little bit more reevaluating of what I wanted to do with my life long term. And I knew I didn't want to go back to school, but I really wanted to be able to help my cousin on her journey. So during kind of exploring what I could do career-wise, I knew somebody at Cardinal Health and asked her kind of what my options were. And she was like, you should work your way into oncology sales. And I didn't even know that that was a thing. So I I did a bunch of research, and long story short, I ended up taking my first medical sales job at Cardinal Health.
Okay.
It was an inside sales role. So I was going to be on the phone all day, every day, and that was something new to me. So that's kind of how I worked my way into medical sales.
I'm sure that was a good first opportunity to break in with inside sales, but it's also the passion. Yeah. I'm curious. Tell us about your cousin. Is she's still with us, or did she go to heaven?
She passed. She's in heaven. She fought for 10 years. So it was a very long journey.
A 10-year battle.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, she was diagnosed at 32 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Such a young woman.
Yeah.
So sad. And so I'm so sorry you lost her. It just breaks my heart. So many young, stories of young lives that are taken from us due to cancer. You developed this passion. You wanted to make a difference. And someone said oncology sells, so you go to Cardinal Health. Mm-hmm. And what was that like? I mean, I'm sure you were, you're still, you were challenged. You're with your cousin during this journey. But what was it like with that first job inside sales?
Yeah, it's funny because my dad had originally told me, maybe we shouldn't go this route, because I was going from a salary job at Express. I had my career. Like, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in fashion. And then I took an hourly job at Cardinal Health, didn't know anything about sales. I knew I was going to be grinding on the phone, and I took the leap of faith. And I knew that it wasn't exactly where I wanted to be long term, because it was inside sales, selling to ambulatory care centers. But I knew that I had to do something to kind of start that path into medical sales.
Yes.
So it was uncomfortable being on the phone all day, every day, trying to understand medical lingo, who I was selling to. But it was great for me. It was a great introduction into the industry. And I knew I was going to have to be patient with what my career path was going to end up looking like.